The divisional round of the NFL playoffs are here, and I am going to bring you my divisional round power rankings. All 8 teams will be ranked in order, in my opinion, from the worst team left to the best team left. But before I get into it, I just want to say any of these 8 teams could have been flipped and flopped. Like this was a really hard list to make. They're very close ones at the start and at the finish. But this is my opinion. And I truly believe anyone can win any of their games this weekend. And like Jags Chiefs could go either way. And I think that is the Chiefs have the biggest skill difference compared to the Jags. But I do think the Jags still have a shot. I'm really excited for this weekend. So I think all 8 teams do have a really good chance in their games. But I did rank them 1 through 8. So here we go. In my opinion, the Jags are the worst team left. But like I said, I think they have a shot to beat the Chiefs. Now, the Jags had to make a crazy comeback against the Chargers to move on to this divisional round. But if they can play like they did play in that second half throughout the whole game against the Chiefs, I think they can get the job done. They have the team to do it. Trevor Lawrence has been amazing if he continues to play at an elite level like he did in the second half. Not the first half Trevor Lawrence, but the second half Trevor Lawrence. If he plays like that, they will beat the Chiefs, and it will be a big upset, and I can't wait to watch it possibly happen. But moving on to 7, we got the New York Giants. I have the Giants at 7 because not only are they the lowest seed, but they kind of do have the worst roster in the NFC. Do I think they can beat the Eagles? Absolutely. That's a divisional game. Anything can happen. Do I think they will beat the Eagles? Probably not. Do I think they're better than the Jags? I think they always spice just a tiny bit, just by a slight margin. I think they're better than the Jags, but I have them at 7. Don't be surprised if they beat the Eagles, though. Moving on to number 6, we got the Dallas Cowboys, another NFC East team. This shows you how good some of these teams are. The Cowboys are so good, and they're at number 6. Like, the next 5 teams after the Cowboys, I spent so much time flip-flopping them. Those 5 are so close. But the Cowboys got business done against the Bucks. They moved on. Now they got to play the Niners. It's going to be a tough matchup for them. But I think they can get it done. There's just a little bit in me that's thinking the Niners might choke this. I mean, Brock Purdy's a rookie. This Cowboys defense is so good, and they can capitalize on a mistake if Brock Purdy makes one. That's what we keep saying, and Purdy hasn't really made a big mistake that's costed his team. But if something like that does happen, I won't be surprised if the Cowboys end up winning this game. But moving on to number 5, we got the Buffalo Bills. I dropped them from 3. They were 3 last week. I dropped them to 5 because they almost lost to a third-string QB in Skylar Thompson. Now, yes, it is a divisional game, so anything can happen in those games. They're kind of outlier games, I guess you could say, but it's kind of scary to watch them struggle like that against the Dolphins and a third-string quarterback. Now, their offense was amazing. They had like over 400 total yards, put up 34 points, but then they also had a couple crucial turnovers that when they play the Bengals will capitalize on. So that's the big concern for the Bills this week. I have them at 5 because I think they're the worst team out of the top 5. But the top 5 are so close to each other, and they're on a whole nother level compared to 8 through 6. But moving on to number 4, we got the Bills' opponent, the Bengals. And how good these top 5 are. The best way I can put it into perspective is I think the winner of Bills-Bengals is going to win the Super Bowl, yet I have the Bills and the Bengals at 4 and 5. That's how solid these top 5 rosters are. I got the Bengals at 4 because of their struggles against the Ravens last week. Their offense was not great. It did not look so good. They got the scoop and score that ended up putting them ahead by 7, and that's what ended up winning them the game. But their defense is going to be a big concern going into Buffalo this weekend. And we will see how that game goes down. I'm super excited for it. Moving on to number 3, though, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are yet to play a game. yet they moved up 2 spots on my power rankings. The reason being the struggles that the Bills and the Bengals had. Now, the Eagles have a lot on the line this game. They cannot lose to their division rivals in the Giants in round 1 after getting the 1 seed and the bye. They have to win this game, and they should win this game. If they don't win this game, this season's going to be all for nothing. So, along the line for the Eagles, they got a great team, and they just need to go out and perform against the Giants. I have them at 3, because they are a top 3 team in the NFL. Moving on to number 2, Kansas City Chiefs, the other 1 seed. And neither of the 1 seeds are at 1. But I got the Chiefs at 2. I think the Chiefs, I see the argument for Chiefs at 1, but I like the Chiefs at 2. Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I mean, there's not much to say about the Chiefs at this point. They got Mahomes, they got Reed, they got the playoff experience. They're the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the best teams in the league, and one of the healthiest teams in the league in the playoffs. So the Chiefs have all the tools in front of them to go to the Super Bowl. The question is, can they take care of business and get it done? But we all know who number 1 is. I've had that at number 1 last week. They took care of business, got the job done like they needed to. So I have them at 1 again. It's the Brock Purdy-led San Francisco 49ers. They beat the Seahawks last week. Purdy looked great. The offense looked great. The defense looked great. They were a little shaky in the first half, but at the end of the day, they won the game, and they won it handily. So it's all you can ask for. Niners, I have them at 1. I don't see anyone in the NFC stopping them. The only team that I see stopping them are in the AFC and the Chiefs, Bengals, and Bills. I don't think anyone in the NFC really is even close to the roster they have. Like, the 49ers are so good. They have the best defense in the league, top-tier O-line, top-tier supporting cast around Purdy, top-tier coaching, and Brock Purdy is playing like a top-tier quarterback. Do I think he's a top-tier quarterback? That's a video for another day, but I got the Niners at 1. They should make it to the Super Bowl. They're looking great, but that is my power rankings for the divisional round, 1 through 8. Let me know what you guys think down below. Who is going to go to the Super Bowl? Who's going to advance to the championship first? And then who is going to go to the Super Bowl and win it all? Let me know what you guys think, but that is all I have for you today. I'll see you guys on next time. Peace out.